Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Tryndamere, and I'll be facing off against the Teemo adventure from the Spirit Blossom event. I figured that since I haven't played Tryndamere in a while and I need to beat this adventure with a Freljord champion in order to get rewards, I decided that he was the best option. Hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. Tryndamere is rather slow, so we might have a bit of trouble with the plant 10 combination of traps in your deck for each combat encounter you've won this adventure. Specifically in the later parts of the run, because our deck's slow. But hopefully it won't matter. I have the Starforge gauntlets to speed ourselves up, give us an extra mana at the game start, and then double Stalker Blades in order for Tryndamere to have an impact on the board whenever I summon it. Hopefully my plan works out. Spellburn, Raiding Party sees Fury. We don't really care about Raiding Party, right? We don't really have that much multiple sources of damage to deal to the enemy next, as we usually deal big bursts of damage with our units. Spellburn, we don't really cast a lot of spells. That leaves Sea's Fury, which is not useful because we don't care about spell casting. Let's roll. Boarding Party, Higher Education, Haunting Hall. These are all terrible as well. Let's reroll once more. Now that's good. Sharing is Caring is also nice, but I feel like Titanic Wake might be better. Makes it so our units become even larger, and that might be relevant. Potiporo, Elixir of Iron. Let's toss all of these, I guess. I'll keep the Potiporo just so I can attack on the first turn with something. Well, the Adulski Snowdog serves that purpose better. So let's do it. Use the Adulski Snowdog. We attack. I'm going to save my spell mana for the next turn, so I can cast Call to Arms for cheaper. I can go with Glacial Saurian or Call to Arms. Why not do both? I'm going to go Glacial Saurian, hope the opponent doesn't do anything, and then I'll Call to Arms on the Tryndamere. Yeah, Dulski Snowdog. Okay. Well then, let's strike, I guess. Force the opponent to block. He loses 2 units here. Makes this upcoming attack from the opponent significantly less threatening. We end up losing 3 health, but we're going to end up dealing a bunch of damage in this upcoming turn to the opponent. I'm just going to attack right away, force him to block, then Call to Arms, and force a block yet again. It would be nice if I could get our units to have Overwhelm. I suppose that might be better than one of the Stalker Blades. I could just go the Beast Within instead, but that would really require me to use or to upgrade one of the relic slots on Tryndamere from rare to epic. I'll think about it after this run. Battle Fury, the Path, Pack Mentality, all terrible. I want units, large units specifically. Like this Cloud Drake, for example. Yeah, let's take it. 9/9 that reduces the cost of everything in my hand. Or most units in my hand. Galio. Massive Galio, in fact. Mountain Drake's pretty nice as well. Especially if Titanify. It's going to become a 16/16 for 4 mana. Shield of Duran is okay, I guess. So yeah, let's take the Galio. Hey, the Spirit. Allies are vulnerable. Frozen Troll. Game start, discard 3 random cards. Lighting the way. Lighting the way is useful. It allows us to go for a Cult Worms basically every turn. But can we afford to discard 3 random cards at the game start? I don't think so. Let's leave. If we're going to get a Spirit Side power, let's do it for the legendary one. Oh! Just get lucky and get crushed in order for your allies to have overwhelm, I guess. Neat. Now I don't have to worry about games lasting too long. Too quiet a place. Explosive encounter. Yeah, let's go for this one. We don't really care about targeting units. And we don't really fill up our board quickly, so this is clearly the better option. Galio, Caught in the Cold, Hunting Boar, Mountain Drake. Let's toss these. I'll keep the Hunting Boar. Just because it might be decent to remove one of the opponent's units here at the start of the game. But he doesn't get one, instead he gets a part of the 3. Well, in that case, I'll just go Yadulski Snow Dog. Attack right away. Then I can go Call to Arms. Next turn I go Call to Arms and... nothing, I guess. I have to block here, which is unfortunate. Can go for the Poro. Yeah, I might as well. Gives us something to attack with, just in case we don't hit something good off of these Call to Arms. That's okay, I suppose. That time around we took a bit more damage than I would like, but I still feel we're in a good position. At the very least we'll be able to, with the Glacial Saurian, then Call to Arms right after this attack. We'll be able to heal ourselves back up with the regeneration, hopefully. Let's shuffle the Blooddrake back in. Maybe get some cost reduction going on our units. It doesn't matter because the opponent's just over. I still need to get something to deal with the Atakhan in the last encounter. Maybe I can get some sort of removal piece. Forbidden Idol on the Voices of the Old Ones. That's tempting. Grief's Lesson, what's that? Give an ally +0/+0 this round. The buff is equal to the highest attack and health among allies that died this game. Even though its burst speed, it's behind the last breath of a mediocre 2-drop. I feel like the Voices of the Old Ones might be better. Just because it gives card draw and ramp. And if you can proc the Plunder, it's at a reasonable price too. Eye of the Horak. Catalog of Regrets to get double the amount of Call to Arms. Would be nice if the cult worms cost something like 0 or something cheap, but as is, I feel that that's a nope. Same thing with the swindlers then, it's just not good. We have to move on. A 2 friendly poet. The dancers. Well, I'm not going to target the opponent's unit, so this is just easier to deal with, I think. Let's toss these two back. I'll keep the voices of the old ones and the mountain drake. Maybe I don't keep the mountain drake, keep the hunting boar. I'll keep the hunting boar, toss the mountain drake. Maybe I can ramp using the hunting boar, but we'll see. Depends on the stats of the units he plays here. He's probably going to blade dance here. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping the opponent would not bounce my unit back to hand. Now I don't get any deck buffs, and I don't get to ramp. That's the worst case scenario. I have to get something good here. Galio is decent. Let's also go ahead and summon the Adulski Snow Dog in order to block. Galio is going to level up here. Ooh, the opponent took a bunch of damage from the Galio. I forgot. Galio strikes with the health instead of the attack. But I'm also taking way too much damage. Hopefully we can close out the game next turn. I should have gone for the Elixir of Strength here. No, I don't generate a Cult Worms, so I don't get to rally. Let's Mountain Drake and attack. It's a massive unit. Secures the game. Or maybe not, because the opponent has 3 mana Defiant Dance. I'm going to have to waste my rally here. That's unfortunate. Well, Galio can close out the game on his own, so it should be fine. Yep. That's unfortunate, we lost almost 30 health in that encounter. That means we won't be going into the mid-boss with full health. I might end up having to use my revive here. That would be bad. Summon another ally. All of these are terrible. I guess Laurent Chevalier is the best choice, even though it's not even that great. If you can get 2 buffs on it, it gets the effects off of the... what's it called? Titanic Wake. Maybe that can make the card relevant. I'm definitely cutting the hunting boar, right? I tried way too hard to make it work and it didn't. Or maybe the Elixir of Iron. Elixir of Iron is also not that great. Same thing with the voices of the old ones. I'm cutting the hunting boar, I don't like it. When the foe charms a unit, nope. I'm not giving my opponent my units. They're way too large.
Shall we go together then? Shall we go together then?
So we're taking on the Fox Spirit instead of the Sorrow Eater. I actually ended up regenerating a lot more health than I anticipated. Let's go for the Laurent Chevalier. We strike, we generate something. Never mind, we're going for the Adulski Snowdog instead. The Adulski Snowdog attacks for free and then we get a blocker for the next turn. And it's cheaper too, so we can save up some spell mana for the Call to Arms.
Catch me if you can.
The opponent has a full board of elusives, which is annoying. Summon a 3/3 Foxfire challenging any unit. Do I have 3+3? I have enough mana to do this. Can generate a decent jump blocker, I suppose. Now my Adulski Snowdog doesn't survive. Right, that lead makes it so it doesn't survive. That's unfortunate. At the very least, the Mountain Drake is going to deal a bunch of damage here. But I have to take the damage off of the elusives. And these little Foxfires too. Well, fortunately for me, I'm not going to burn my my Call to Arms like I did last time. And I only have 8 buff caps in deck, so what are the odds that I draw enough buff caps to kill me next turn? Yeah, not that high, I figured. Now let's attack like so. We'll ensure that we trade in at least. Can the opponent survive this? They're dealing some damage to the Pautiporo, that's for sure. To the point where they're going to be able to remove him. But I can just rally, you know. We'll do this. We rally. Ooh, the Tryndamere. Finally we hit Tryndamere. That's a huge board swing. One that causes us to win the game. Well, to be fair, any large unit might have done Tryndamere's job there. Just because we have Overwhelm. Maybe that's overall better. Just forgo the double Stalker Blaze and give something that buffs our units even more. For Tryndamere is just not that great.
You want me.
Mostly because he's just a stat stick with keywords. Your created cards cost 1 less. Sure beats the other options, and I want to use my reroll on the legendary power. So sure, we're going to get our Call to Arms reduced by 1. And the 3 leftmost cards in our hand fleeting. No, our cards are too expensive, I can't dump them. So we have to... When you play a card, deal damage to your next equal to its cost. For evolution. I can do it. I think I can do it. And we're going to go for the Sweet Trap. Because it's an easier encounter. We just have to avoid pulling the opponent's units with the Challenger. Because they're all vulnerable. And we should be fine. Let's skip the Mountain Drake and the Voices of the Old Ones. I still haven't found an opportunity to play the Voices of the Old Ones. Mostly because the games just end too quickly, I think. Let's drop the Mountain Drake. Go for an attack. No blocks from the opponent. Okay. Sure. Oh, that's annoying. The opponent captured my Call to Arms. Now I have to go for a full cost one here.
The dark beckons.
Well, I can go for a full cost one after I summon a Pautiporo, which is going to make our attack significantly better. But I am taking way too much damage. And the opponent got a massive board. Let's see if we get lucky and hit Tryndamere. That's not a Tryndamere, but it's good nonetheless. Next turn I'm just going to go for an open attack and hope that the opponent doesn't have removal. What are the odds of him having removal? I'm pretty sure the opponent's deck is mostly large units and big and small units to get pulled with the vulnerable to proc the deep powers effect. So there would be no space for removal. Another game where I lost a bunch of health. Fortunately I actually have a lot of regeneration too, so we're in a decent position. X-Tech Fabricator 2 on the Elixir of Iron. That might actually make it decent enough. Now it applies 2 rare items on our units. Evolution. Our keywords are not really that diverse, it's mostly just like Overwhelm. Okay, this one gets +2, +3 actually because of the Overwhelm. Just a +2. When it gets +3 attack, he actually gets +2 as well. It's going to be fine. Just a baseline +2 attack on everything should be pretty decent. Now, Hunter's Machete on the Tryndamere or on the Galio? Let's go for it on the Tryndamere. Tryndamere has more of a board impact. Echoes of the Past. I want the opponent to... Or I want to attack the opponent, but at the same time I need to attack the opponent for a lot for it to be relevant. Or I need to close out the game quickly after I attack the opponent for a lot. And everything has Overwhelm, so it's going to be scary too to do such a thing. Let's start small. We're going to go for the Pouty Poro. Never mind, I forgot. Massive buffs. Well, let's risk it. I have the revive. What's the worst that can happen? 9 Shimes in deck is the worst that can happen apparently. Or 9 Shines in the top card of the opponent's deck is the worst that can happen.
I am what I be.
Let's shuffle the Tryndamere back in. Hopefully pull him. Not the Tryndamere. It's fine.
Ladies, the honor is yours.
We're going to be able to go for another massive attack here.
Fight me.
If we just attack the opponent next turn, like open attack, he probably won't be able to do anything, right? Sure, he got a 42 attack unit in hand, or 42 buff, 42 on some of the opponents or some of his units in hand, but as long as I kill him it's fine, because he won't be able to play them. Okay, that was surprisingly easy actually. I figured that encounter would give me more of a challenge. Fortunately it didn't. Let's do cheap Mighty Poros. They're decent. And we have 11,000 gold. Or 1,140 gold. Let's go for the Stargazer. Oh, that was a poor roll. All this do nothing for us. I kinda don't even want to buy any. I suppose I'll buy the Light Guides Us, just because we sometimes target... Maybe the Found Friends is better though. Do we care about portals? Sure, let's pick up the portals. Maybe we generate some decent unit that we actually want to play. And it's time to cut the voices of the old ones. Unfortunately, it's just way too slow. Maybe it would be relevant here, because the encounter takes a while to end. But I don't want to risk having to keep a bad card in hand for a portion of the game. Let's toss that, toss that. Yeah, sure, I'll keep the Pouty Poor Elixir of Iron. We do have the... Actually, no, we ended up not picking up the light guides us. Ouch. We start off the adventure with -4 health, or the encounter with -4 health. It's unfortunate. -12 health, actually. Let's just drop the Mountain Drake. It's big enough. Oh right, that was a free attack. Let's just die here. Ouch. Ouch. We hit too many buff caps. How many buff caps do we have in deck? 17. We're going to be playing with fire. Ouch. Let's go Yadulski's Snow Dog. We're going to go for an attack here. That's fine. He stuns the Mountain Drake, our largest unit. But you can still go for 2 attacks here. 2 attacks that should, in theory, help clear out most of the opponent's board.
I write the rules of power.
Let's shuffle a card back into our deck. Hopefully increase the odds of drawing or not drawing buff caps. It would be nice if I could get some healing too. But I don't think I can. Unfortunately, the opponent's Nexus is not going to take any more damage after I reduce it to 0. That first turn really screwed us. Ended up taking too much damage. Is there any way to heal myself in this deck? No, there isn't, unfortunately. So I just have to hope I don't draw buff caps next turn. Ouch. No, don't make me draw. And I lose like that. Oh, that's upsetting. I have to revive, so I can try again. But it's still so annoying that the opponent managed to deal that much damage on the first turn. Because he starts with the attack token and he managed to get a unit that strikes when they play it. Let's toss everything. I need something to play in the earlier stages of the game. I can go for the Mighty Poro. 24 buff caps. I feel like that's a smaller count than we had last time around. And we didn't even hit that many nightmares this time around too. Let's just frost right here. Block there. Try to mitigate the amount of damage we're taking as much as possible. Okay. This time our first turns went significantly better. We start the game with 20 health. But it's still annoying though. That's a decent hit, I suppose, off of the mysterious portal. Let's go Glacial Saurian attack Cult Worms, maybe? Ouch. We're hitting more portals. That's very annoying.
Clumsy footwork.
I'm still going to attack anyway, however. Please stop that. Don't burn don't burn me to death, please. I would also like to hit the Tryndamere sometime in the near future. The opponent gets a free attack without me even triggering the second phase. That's scary because of the Atakhan. I need to hit something good here. Off of the Cult Worms. Like Tryndamere. Galio. I suppose Galio is decent. I forced the transformation.
Your fate was written.
In fact, I think I can even save this Puff Cap or Frostcoat Cub by doing this. Actually, no. That's annoying. Well, Galio got a bunch of keywords, at the very least. Well, at least we're not under any threat right now. Or we're not under that much threat right now. The opponent can attack us for 2, so it would draw 2 cards, worst case scenario. But we didn't, so we're fine. Unfortunately, we spent the Galio rally because of the flash bombs. I'm still going to attack first, then we Cult Worms, then we attack again. The opponent doesn't even block. Oh, that's rough to lose that first encounter like that. We still won, but it just doesn't feel as satisfactory because I feel like I got cheated out of the first win because of bad luck. Whatever. That will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.